Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be transforming this cardboard box into a beautiful storage basket. So let's get started. So I grabbed the cardboard box, opened it up and decided to get rid of all those top flaps. With my trusty box cutter in hand held at a bit of an angle, I started cutting away. I was making sure the edges were nice and straight. I used a pair of scissors to trim any extra cardboard at the edges. Next, I hot glued the bottom flaps together. To reinforce the base, I took the two large flaps I had cut earlier and glued them to the bottom of the box. To cover the interior of the box, I used white felt fabric, but you can choose any fabric you like. I measured the dimensions of all the four sides of the box and cut the fabric accordingly, making sure to leave some extra border along all the edges. I applied hot glue to a small section of the box's interior and quickly pressed the fabric onto the glue. I made sure the piece was aligned and I left some extra fabric to cover the edges. While gluing the fabric down, I was also smoothing it out to avoid any creases. Next, I applied hot glue along the top edge of the box and folded the fabric over it to cover it. Then I grabbed another piece of fabric and repeated the same thing. We want to secure the corners neatly, folding and gluing the fabric as needed. I continued this process until all the four interior sides of the box was covered. I cut a piece of felt to fit the base of the cardboard box and glued it down. I worked in small sections and made sure the fabric was smoothed out, creating a tidy finish. After I was done with the lining, I grabbed this pack of wooden coffee sticks. I was going to cover about top 1/3 of the box with the sticks. Accordingly, I marked straight lines around the box and pasted washi tape just below the lines as a guide. First, I cut off the round end of the coffee stick and placed it on the cardboard box to measure the required length. After marking, I cut it to size. Then I used this piece as a template to cut more pieces. I placed the template piece on a coffee stick, lined them up, marked it, and chopped them to size. I could get 2 to 3 pieces out of each stick and they were all about 8 centimeters long. Then I applied hot glue along the top edge of the box and attached the pieces vertically. I worked my way around the entire top 1/3 section of the box. I made sure to glue those sticks real snug so there is barely any gap between them. After all the four sides of the box were covered with wooden sticks, I removed the washi tape. To cover the remaining section, I used some jute rope. To get a better finish, I cut the end of the rope at a slight angle. Then I applied a thin line of hot glue to the bottom edge of the coffee stick section and started to wrap the jute tightly around the box. We want to work in small sections and secure the rope tightly as we go. Also, I was trying to avoid any gaps for a more finished look. From here, the process was repetitive. If you want to save some more time, you can use a thicker rope. At a certain moment, I ran out of the rope I had been using, so I opted for a thinner twine to wrap around the bottom of the box. After I was done, I cut the excess rope and secured the end with hot glue. I used the glue gun nozzle to melt away any excess hot glue into the jute twine. It is going to help make those glue strings less noticeable. Then I was going to add 2 handles on the opposite sides of the box. To make the handles, I grabbed a piece of brown faux leather. I used a ruler to mark 2 strips, each having a width of 2.5 centimeters. Next, I cut out the strips. The handles were a little long, so I trimmed them a bit. I placed the handle on the wooden sticks section, and to position it towards the center, I counted the sticks on each side and made sure they were equal. I marked the points and attached the handle to the box. I held everything in place till the glue cooled down. I repeated the same process for the opposite side. The handles were on, and this completed our DIY storage basket. I love how we were able to repurpose a cardboard box into such a beautiful storage basket. That's all for today. I really hope you liked this DIY. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one.